Hey everybody, this is Tasha with Bridges Get Stitches. Thanks for coming by. This is my Flosstube. Those of you that aren't aware what a Flosstube is, I don't know how you stumbled upon me, but it is cross-stitching. And I also do stitching, like sewing, and I'm doing a little bit of knitting, not very much. Probably won't show it because it's not enough to matter. But I use this as kind of my log, my journal for what am I stitching, how am I stitching, when am I stitching, what, blah, 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 and see how it changes. And I hope you enjoy the ride and hang out. So if you're new, hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Leave a comment down below. Let me know who you are, where you're from, what are you stitching, what do you like to stitch, what are your interests? Say hey. Those of you that are coming back, hello. This is gonna be fun. I am just gonna like dive in with videos. It's gonna go throughout the next couple weeks, and there'll be kind of life videos thrown in with regular videos, so you get to, you know, kind of step into my day-to-day, which is awesome. So what are some things that I'm hoping for this video? I'm hoping I make a lot of progress on Tintern so we can get that out of the way and out of your screen. I definitely still want to start that the piece with Nested Petals, Grace Doth Abound, because I keep saying I'm going to and then I don't. So that one I'm like making myself do it. Like, you gotta do it, come on. I definitely want to organize my whips. I have one box of them down here. The other box, and these are like whips, not stash. The other ones are in the office, so it all needs to be organized because Jen just put out her, Jen the Caffeinated Crafter, just put out her 2025 tentative plans, and so now I'm like, stop everything, watch this video, and figure out what you're doing. So, we shall see. But anyway, if you want to hang out, if you enjoy what you see, make sure you hit the like and subscribe down below, and then always leave a comment. I love chatting with everybody, so I'm gonna have to shout out all my like repeat commenters, like Ninja Stitches and Stitching with Lou. Who else comments all the time? Patchy Pony Stitcher will comment often. Megan the Seattle Stitcher swings by every now and again. Kasey, my friend from out in Australia. Yes. So I've got people all over the place, so comment below. And oh, also I'm at 996 subscribers. Like, that's pretty stinking cool. So I'm gonna have to go downstairs later today and sew some bags because I feel it coming. I feel it. I need 4 people and then some bags are gonna go out. I'm so excited. Okay, ending the intro now because I always have trouble rambling on, and see you in the next little clip. Time for a little bit of ice dyeing. Let's see what this turns up. I've got gray and blue, so yeah, we'll see. Wish me luck. So I'm sitting here zooming with a friend and stitching, and I'm about ready to sign off. So everybody say hey to Michelle.
Hi.
Hey, she's working on her HAED sal as well. But I got my stitches in, so we're heading out for the night. So it's been fun stitching. Have a good night. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Sunday, October 20th, and it has been a extremely full weekend, full of like tons of things with Lou, with like we had a birthday party earlier today, a friend joined for Kid Strong this morning, we went to gymnastics yesterday. I mean, we've just been all over the place, so it's been very crazy. Not as productive as far as like stitching and all of that, but you know, that's how it goes. I had a Zoom stitching night with a friend, a couple friends last night, so I got a little bit of time in, but not a whole lot. But anyway, the whole point of me coming on here right now and why I'm downstairs in my sewing area is, drumroll, I hit 1,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so stinking excited. So, as promised, with 1,000 subscribers, I am going to give away 2 project bags. But not only that, it's going to be custom. So if you want to be entered into this, like, don't mention any of the buzzword stuff like giveaway, win, free, blah, 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 blah. we will do, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Use the word zipper in a comment below, and I'll put everybody into a list, and I'll do a randomization, and 2 people will win project bags from me. And you know what, let's do all over international, whatevs. I'll figure it out. And I will contact you afterwards if you win, and get together with you about like colors and size and all of that jazz, and make it up and send it out. So woohoo, 2 people, enter below. Zipper, single zipper. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, but on top of that, while I'm down here, I figured I would show you the result of ironing my ice dyed piece. Thank you for getting right in my face. This is what I'm using for the Duchess piece by Unconventional Cross-Stitch. So it turned out pretty well. It's like see-through. Hey guys. Used gray and blue, navy blue, I think, like denim blue, Rit dye for this. Turned out really well, I thought. I like it. So I think that's gonna work out really well. It's not like super light like the background was, but I still think it's gonna show up great. This is a 22 count, so it should fit on this piece, thankfully. So I'm gonna sew some sides on it tonight so that I can put it in the Q-snap and not have it fray. And on top of that, huge shout out to AlleyCat13 Allison. She got me to jump on the Swoon 16 challenge, and I decided I'm gonna go ahead and start, you know, for my first quilt, why not? Let's just jump into a challenge. I am way behind, like almost everybody is, but a lot of people are doing like holiday themed, like Christmas fabric, and I'm not. I'm doing Halloween. So I wanted to just show you some of the pieces of fabric that I have chosen. I'm going to make it all kinds of wonky donkey, and every square is going to be different because I'm going to use this as like a testing piece. Jim, will you get out of my stuff, please? So there's those. I just picked up, I still have to iron out these ones, a bunch of quarter sets, and we're just going to throw them all together. Because yeah, it's like oranges and blacks and purples and greens. Those all work together. So we're going to throw that in. I just got to get some sashing fabric, some backing fabric. I've got plenty of batting. And hopefully dive into this. But first, tonight I'm going to iron all of these and hopefully cut a couple of them. And then I want to get back upstairs and get stitching. So those are the plans for tonight. We'll see how far I get. Yay! Have a good one. Time for another stitchy night with Chandria. We're here at Joseph Beth. Well, I'm here. I'm gonna go in and meet her. I'm gonna sit us a table because it doesn't start till 7, and it's better to have a table. So I'm gonna go snag it for us, and we're gonna have some fun. Another stitchy event here at Joseph Beth. We got a little bit of work done. I put in my minimum like 260 some odd stitches on Tintern. Yay, fun, all the browns. And you got
Yeah. It is a pattern from Just Cross-Stitch 2020, October 2023. It's called Trick or Treat Squirrel by Wrought Iron Stitching.
Cute, awesome. Okay, so we're getting ready to pack up because this woman here is heading up to Stitch North. I'm so jealous. She's gonna have a great time, take tons of photos, have a lot of fun.
I'll be so bad at that. I promise nothing.
Try to get a little bit of video for your Flosstube. Maybe
photos.
Okay, get some photos.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys will have to check out her next video to see how it was. So we're gonna head out. Have a good one. Good morning, good morning, morning. It's 5 a.m. on the 24th of October. It's been a crazy couple days. Just very busy at work, at home, all that jazz. Lou got a nosebleed on Sunday night, which freaked her out. So then she got sick on Monday. I think it was like a weird, like, she was scared and didn't, I don't know, something happened, and she had a fever of 100.5, so I had to go get her. So she was home Tuesday and then back yesterday, and it's just a lot of things all over the place. But anyway, so I was able to get quite a bit of progress, but the first thing I want to show you is my new start. So I went ahead and started the Grace Doth Abound, my Plum Street samplers. This is the one that I was talking with Nest of Petals and said, yeah, I'm going to start this since you mentioned it. And I like couldn't stop. So I got like 700 and some odd, no, 800 with this, because this was another 55 stitches here. So I got 800 stitches on this thing, and I don't want to put it away. So we're gonna keep going because I can. And then I did make progress. Sorry, I'm like mid-stitch. I did make progress on the Halloween sampler. So this little guy got put in. Maybe I can finish him today. I don't know. We'll see. That was about 300 some odd stitches. What was it? 311. So there's that guy. And then I also worked on getting caught up with the Halloween Sal by Stitchonomy. I did move this. I didn't have 310 with me at work the other day, so I used the strands from here to put up here and then ran out. So I've got to fix that. But I finished the snakes here. This was a really cool effect to like wrap the back stitching around itself. I didn't want to have two needles going, so I did the green and then or light green, and then I took the dark green and I went over, and then I like slipped the needle under so that I could go down on that one. And you can see it's like wrapped. So that was pretty cool. I still need to do the white and the back stitching on this one. There's a little bit of white on here. This one needs the white back stitching. I obviously didn't have white with me when I was there. And then I just ran out of time to finish these. I was working on the yellow here. This is the Capricorn sign. I switched this one out. And then I started doing this one and realized I miscounted. I did one row too many on this one. So I need to go through and take that out and move this over. And then I'll keep going. I think I've got 1, 2 that are out now. And then today's will come here. So there's the progress on that one. Looking good. I still love the color choice that I did, and I still don't know what to do in all the extras. And then finally, I did a little bit of update on Peppermint Purple. I think I showed you this one last time, but this is this week's. And I thought this one was neat. It was a ton of fun to watch this one come together. So there's that one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks left in the year, folks. Crazy. So that's what I did there. Oh, duh. I gotta show you like the main one that I've been working on. Tintern. Yes, it comes out every day. Mid-stitch right there. I did move the Q snap down. So now there's the bottom. Everything above here is filled in. Maybe one of these days when I have ability to or remember to, I'll take the top off so I can show you the full scene. But we're gonna keep working on this morning and then I'm gonna pack up a couple of these things for work, probably these 3 for work because this one's done. These ones kind of just stay, well, these 2, now this one kind of just stay with me in my work bag, my stitch bag. So if I get time to work on them, I can, and we'll see. So that's my update for today. See you in the next video. We don't just have cute animals, we have cute little kiddos that interrupt your stitching time in the morning for hugs. Right? Mm-hmm. You like the snuggles? Mm-hmm. Say hi. Hi. So does anyone else do this or just me? I went to bed tired last night, so I just kind of poked it through where it needed to go. And I came back into a potential death trap from my hand. Whoops. Well, I can say one thing for sure. It is never an easy day in the Mets household. It has been so absolutely crazy. This weekend, we ended up going to a coffee festival, and there was a baby shower, and Lucy had a birthday party, and then we had book club last night, and it's just, I mean, I love it. It's absolutely the best time ever. So much fun. But sometimes it's exhausting, and sometimes I don't get time to film. But I've got a couple updates for you. It's 5:15 in the morning on the 28th of October. And I was going to show you the progress on Doth, Abound. So I did quite a bit of the ecru, debating if I want to continue with this today and maybe do some more fill-in of the house. We'll see. That's potential on the docket. And then I also got an update on the Halloween sampler. So let's see, what else did I started adding these pumpkins in. So I started going down doing these pumpkins, and if you'll remember, I said that I was, because this one way up here was mischarted, I said that I was going to actually just make them all a little bit off, like a little bit different, so that they're not all the same. And so this one has a left smirk, this one has a right smirk, this has no smirk. Then you've got a right, or sorry, that's a full smirk, full smile. So left, full, none, right, left, full, none, and then I'll do right. So because I like patterns, that's what I'm going to do all the way around. And then I got this little girl's dress in. She's going to be a cat. More of the mushrooms and trees, snowflakes, and a little bat and his little pumpkin thing. So I'm going to keep working down here. I don't know why I started down here. I just decided to. So yeah, that's what I'm going to keep on with. Maybe today. We'll see. But we all know for sure that I'm going to keep working on Tintern. So I did 1,866 stitches this past weekend. So quite a bit in here. You can see a lot of these pillars are really starting to take shape and dimension, which is really cool. I'm a little confused on how this is going to look, but you know, trust the process. We'll see. I guess there's a little bit of dimension with this like V right there, but I don't quite see it yet. So it feels like it's never ending. It's like it just keeps going and going and going. But you look at pictures of like the change and you're like, okay, yeah, I can see it, it's moving. But I mean, I'm down to only, what is it, only needing 202 stitches to finish by the end of the year. So I mean, that's a good number. I'm like under 14,000, and I'll probably be under 13,000 today. So little by little, chipping away. I think it's pretty, so it's cool to see it coming together. One of these days I'll pull it out of the Q-snap for a break and give you like a full feel of it. So I don't know exactly yet what I'm gonna take to work today, so I'm gonna figure that out and then get to stitching on Tintern. So laters. Are you not getting enough snuggles? That's a no. Guess I'm done stitching. Goodness, guys, this month is flying by. I feel like I also haven't really kept up with stitching a lot this last couple weeks. I don't know what my numbers are going to be, but we're almost at the end of the 2 weeks, and I feel like I've not done as much as I normally have. But Oh well, neither here nor there. I did want to show you this piece here. I have finished all of the squares. So all of the back stitch, all of the stitching, all of the like fill in, that is all done. I rearranged the door and I didn't have to worry about all these little extra spots. I thought that there wasn't going to be anything at the end, but they sent the final, which is full, like it has the fillet, so like there's books here, you got candles, more books. This one might use something, I don't know. That's filled in. You've got some fill in here, so a person walking up the stairs, the ye old Halloween fits, and then there's the door. So I'm actually really glad that I moved this down, so now the door's down here instead of floating in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, so I didn't have to worry about it. I was all worried, like, what am I gonna fit here and there? It's gonna look so blah, but no, it's actually gonna look pretty good. So that's gonna take me much more than a day though, so don't plan on seeing a final after that. So but I also pulled out my heroes, Sal, and got a little bit more work, not much, like 60 some odd stitches into Hercules, so he's coming along. But I did a ton on Tintern, so you can see these columns are really starting to come in. I've got the top of the window done, or not window, the arch. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm working with 435 right now, and I think I've got like 400 and some odd stitches left of this color. I still kind of go back and forth between color completing and just like moving my way downward, but I might go ahead and color complete this one because it'll then fill in a lot of this patchiness down here, and I'll have some more bases to go off of, which is always helpful. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this morning. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up because it's been 2 weeks. And I may not have done as much stitching as the last time, but I did quite a bit. So time to share everything that I've done. So I'm gonna put in like a few of these little last minute clips because I've got to do yes, Dwight, here he comes the minute I start talking. I've got to do a wrap up to tell you everything that I stitched, show you progress and stuff. I've got books, I've got a little bit of haul, I've got language, and I was gonna do some flip throughs, but we'll see if I have time to fit those in because I got a couple books from the library that I thought people might be interested in seeing. He won't leave me alone. Buddy, I need my space, so go over there. No. Okay, so and if you hear noises in the background, it's the baby monitor because Lou is still trying to fall asleep. So, okay, let's dive into the progress. So, like, you've seen the little videos throughout, but this is just kind of like a full overview of everything. So I worked on Grace Doth Abound, and that one was a new start. I ended up putting in the 1,213 stitches, so that's where they are. So you've already seen that, but that's where we stand on that one. That one is the one that I did with Nest of Petals. Well, I'm not doing it with her. She's doing it. Inspired me to do it, so that's why I'm doing it. Next is the Halloween Sal by Stitchonomy, and I like just showed this the other day. So here's just a quick view. All of the days are done. Now I just got to put all of the like extra tidbits and stuff in from the final pattern that I showed like last video, I think. Dwight, if you knock my water over, we are not going to be friends. Peppermint Purple. The next weekly came out and it was down here, and so that one is all done and in, so that's what we have left. And then I've got the, oh, sorry. So the Halloween Sal, the Stitchonomy one I did 1,324 stitches. I worked on that for a total of 2 days. I worked on Grace Doth Abound for a total of 2 days. Peppermint Purple was 1 day. It was 230 stitches. Then I worked on Crocette Gogo's Halloween sampler, and I put in 926 stitches on this one over the course of 2 days. And that's mostly, as you saw, putting in the pumpkins along the side and then filling in the kitten chick's dress down here. So that was the work on that one. Sorry, I'm going through these fast because you guys have pretty much already seen them. I didn't think you needed to see them again in depth. Then I worked on my Heroes Sal. I'm just going to take the one end off of the Q-snap so you can see that. So when I started, I had Dumbo. So over the course of 4 days, I put in 1,129 stitches, and I finished Hercules and Alice, and I'm almost done with Mr. Toad, and then I've got Mulan and Cusco started on that side. So those guys are coming along. I realize you probably haven't actually seen a close-up of Mr. Toad, Mulan, finished Alice, or Cusco, because I just did that today, and I haven't had a chance to do a little video, so there you go. And then finally, the biggin. I worked on Tintern for a total of 15 days. Yes, that counts the day that I spent editing. I was stitching while I was editing, which is why 2 weeks, 15 days, because I also worked on it today. So, and that was a total of 6,146 stitches. So the overall total for all of my stitching was 10,968 stitches for these 2 weeks. So that's what I got in. Woohoo! Okay, so I have just a little bit of haul to show. So I did order dark copper from Pirate Robin for my acorn. This was a misdyed. I think it still looks perfect. And then aubergine I got in for there's a Halloween, or there's an autumn sampler that I want to do. I want to say it's drawn thread, but I will put a picture of it in here if I can find it. But I picked that one up. I also snagged this pretty lady, the Christmas Queen, Royal Holiday Mirabilia on eBay, so I grabbed that one. That one will be fun to stitch up soon. Soon, I say all of them soon. And then I did purchase some nice pink sparkly fabric from overseas to, I don't know, stitch something on. I don't know what yet. But then I received a gift. My swap partner sent her stitch. So if you remember right, I did this one and sent it to her. She did it on her own fabric and sent it to me. So he's cute. Look at that. Oh, love him. Love him, love him. Okay, and then I also got my fabric of the month today from Millennial Fabric. So Sarah sent that one, and it is Frozen Winter Skies is the fabric of the month. So it's like almost like a minty green blue with then like the dark grayish blue over the top, like almost like a steel blue. So there's that one. And then I won the giveaway from Janet Jabber, so that came in today, the Perfect Pumpkin. I have been eyeing this. It was in my cart, and I was like, I'm gonna enter, and then I'm gonna wait and see. And I won it, so I'm glad I didn't, because I got it. Yay! So that's my haul. Okay, so what am I doing for plans? Let's see. I'm like developing this idea in my head for 2025. One of the things that I really want to focus on in 2025 that I haven't spent a lot of focus on is my own wellness. And I tend to put stitching first because I love it, which is good, but there's other aspects that are like falling flat. Like I'm not focusing on myself as much as I should. Like, yeah, I still go to Zumba twice a week. Those of you know, like I'm on a weight loss journey that I've been on like my entire life, but I'm like really starting to crack down, and I'm just many stumbling blocks. So people are using like their TV shows to pick what to stitch and how much to stitch. Well, I don't really watch TV. I literally stitch and watch Flosstube. Like I listen to audiobooks and I watch Flosstube. I don't watch TV. So and it's not like any, I'm not making a statement on that. I don't sit down and choose to watch TV. I choose to sit down and stitch and watch Flosstube. So I can't use that as a motivation. And so I'm like formulating this idea in my head of like a stitchy bank. And so I'm gonna have different things that I can do, and it's gonna be reverse of the TV stitching. So like with the TV stitching, so like the Great British Bake Off and all of that, like you watch the show and whatever happens in the show, that's what you stitch. This is gonna be reverse, sort of. In order to be able to stitch, I need to have done these things. So I don't know what those things are yet, like spend 30 minutes walking or 15 minutes cleaning or like get all of my water in for the day, like things that I want to focus on, almost like my resolutions or whatever, things I want to focus on. As I do those, then I earn stitchy time, you know, and it could be either be I earn 200 stitches or I earn a half-hour stitching. Like I haven't formulated it. I will develop a full thing, but I haven't just yet. So that's kind of my like main goal. I have all these other things that I kind of want to do. This is all because of Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter, so thank you very much. I've considered putting together categories for all of my whips and like doing like 225 stitches a week on each of them for the 2025. I've considered picking 25 projects and getting them to 25% next year, or picking one focus project and doing 2,025 stitches a month on that one project. I definitely want to organize all my whips and stash and stuff, but considering doing like 25 new starts a quarter, like these are all things that I'm like throwing out in my head that I'm like, what am I actually going to do? I don't know yet because I got to finish darn Tintern and then I'll figure it out. My friends and I are also considering just doing a no spend because we have so much stash. We're always constantly like, I have this and I have that and I have this and I have that. Okay, well, when are you going to start it? I don't know. You know, like stashes, I have so much. And so, I'm thinking that I'm going to do a no spend, and every month that I don't spend on like a new project, then I'll put money into an account or a piggy bank or something, and I'll use that either at the end of the year, or I can save it for market 2026, or something like that. Now that won't include like fabric and floss for projects that I have. Like if I have a project and I run out of $9.39, I can buy $9.39 to keep working on my current project. That's kind of what I mean. Or if I have like a plan to start, like I already own the pattern and I just need to buy a small piece of fabric to cover it. Done. Like in order to get my whips and the current projects that I'm doing going, I'm allowed to do like supplies, if that makes sense. So yeah, those are the things that I'm kind of throwing around in my head. So let me know what you think. As far as like upcoming, well, this next month, like November, I am going to be working on Tintern as much as possible because I want that thing done. Obviously, say that every time. That thing needs to be done and over with. But one thing I am going to do is November 15th, I'm going to start my first Teresa Wensler ever. So I have the castle, and I was watching Andrew the Runner Stitcher, and he was talking about wanting to start Teresa Wensler, and I was like, well, let's do it. Let's start our first Wenslers. And so I messaged over to Salix, and got the whole thing set up, and I was like, I don't know what to do for a hashtag, so please help. Like, do I do my first Wensler? But then what about the people that don't have their, like, they're just starting and, or they already have one, like, what are they gonna do? And so she came up with It's Wensler Time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, that's it. So I'm gonna be starting my first Teresa Wensler on November 15th. I would love for you to join me, either by starting your own first Wensler or pulling out the current one you have. So yay. Oh my gosh, so many plans. So many plans. So I almost forgot to do my recommendations. I can't forget that. And my commenters, so of course Ninja Stitches again, but also I wanted to say thank you to Linda Pearson. She's always got such good suggestions and such, so thanks for always commenting. It's so good to see your name pop up every time I get a notification, so hello, good to see you. But my recommendations, so I got a couple of them. Snickerdoodle Stitch, I found her the other day. She's got a variety of different stitches, but she's also working on the 12 Dozen Quakers that EJ and Celia are doing from Sunshine Stitchers, and getting progress on that. Adelaide Stitches, she was doing like a daily, like, Flosstober event or whatnot, and so it was really cool to get all the updates like on the daily from her for her different projects. Cindy Love and Stitch, just found her the other day. I feel like she was just working on the Aphrodite piece on some really pretty fabrics, so run over and check her out. Whimsical Stitcher, she had some wonderful like Disney pieces and such in her most recent update. PNW Stitcher, I found her a couple weeks ago, and I feel like she just finished, or she like really cracked out that Monster House from Satsuma, and it was really gorgeous, so loved that one. And then finally Sammy J Stitches. It's been so nice to see another like vlog style cross stitch out there, like Flosstube out there, so hey, thanks for the inspiration, keep it going. So those are my recommendations. Run over and check any of those guys out. So later. Okay, so now I have some books to share. So I did finish The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden, and it was so good. Oh my gosh. The final twist came, and I was just straight jaw drop in the middle of doing dishes, and I just it was so good. I should have predicted it, but I didn't. I mean, I could like feel it coming, but then they hit it and I was just like, oh. So yes, that one was really good. But then I followed it up with a newer, shorter one by her called The Widow's Husband's Secret Lie. And it is a good thing that I listened to this one in the car, because I bust out laughing, just laughed out loud, and I'm sharing it with all my friends, and then they listen to it and immediately message me and say, excuse me. So that was a hilarious one I didn't expect, especially from Freida. But that was a really good one. We did finish Cassandra in Reverse, and I really liked it. Like overall, our book club gave it I think it was a 3.25. I gave it a 4. I really liked it. I enjoyed the plot line and the way that the author depicted Cassandra. I thought it was really well done. The story, of course, itself is not really believable, because she doesn't really, I mean, don't really time travel, but the concept behind her reasoning and stuff, it was a very unique perspective, not one that I have, and I don't want to give it away. You figure it out within the first couple chapters, but they don't like tell you until the very, very end that you're right. But I really enjoyed the perspective that the author gave, and it was interesting to read of her background as well and how that influenced the book. So I really recommend that one. I also read A Ship of Bones and Teeth. And this one's more of, it's definitely a romantasy. It's a little bit of the dark romance, which I don't read a lot of. I'm more like a thriller reader and like straight fiction, historical fiction, all of that. But I read this one as a recommendation, and it was really good. I actually really liked it. I would actually recommend it to Julie, Kansas City Girl in the Colorado World. I might message you later and send it to you in case you don't see this. But it was basically like a retelling of The Little Mermaid, and I thought they did it so well. So if you like dark romance, you like romantasy, actually Jessie Marie does stuff. I think you had been asking for recommendations, so I'm gonna message you as well. But I like the direction they took the retelling, so that was really good. I am currently reading the Hail Mary Project, which is part of our workbook club, and this is about an astronaut that has to save the world, but he wakes up in space with zero memory, so he has to go through and remember everything that he learned and what he's supposed to do. And I'm only like 4 chapters in, and I cannot put it down. It's so good. And like there's a lot of uber science stuff in here, like language and stuff in here, but it doesn't overshadow, which I think is really good. So I'm enjoying that. I'm also still trying to push my way through Argylle. Okay, bookmark attack match. I don't know what it is. It's a good story. I can't seem to make myself pick it up. So it's probably just gonna languish for a little bit longer, but I'm still technically reading it. And then our home book club is reading The Happiness Project. It's our first nonfiction book, and like I'm already taking notes and stuff. I'm really enjoying what I'm reading so far. If you want to follow my book club, the Cincinnati book club, we're called No Shelf Control. It's over on Instagram. I'll link us down below as well. We just started an Instagram just to kind of try to get that, you know, word out there, so maybe we can get some new members and kind of just spread out like what we do and what we read and everything, because we've been going for about 3 years now, and we talk about a lot of things that I would not have thought a book club would discuss. And we're not just a book club, like we're like, I feel like we're good like advocates, and we want to make sure that all diverse representation is given in the form of literature. So yeah, if you want to follow, we're down below. It's No Shelf Control BC, located in Cincinnati. So if you're here, if you're in the area, we meet once a month. Follow us, and that has our meetings and stuff. And then the final book that I have been reading, I'm almost done with it, is Raising Girls Who Like Themselves. This is what I'm reading on audio, and I mean, wow. Another nonfiction. I don't just recommend it for mothers of daughters. I recommend it for women in general, because the things that I'm getting out of this book, I'm applying to myself as well. It's all about developing a power perspective in your daughter, and establishing that sense of control of yourself that I don't think society does as well, or did as well. It's, you know, we're changing, but it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's a very strong perspective that I wish that I had read sooner when I was younger. So I think all women can benefit from this, not only for themselves, but also how to treat younger girls going forward. So highly, highly, highly recommend that one. It's really hit me. So, but yeah, those are the books that I'm currently reading. Let me know what you're reading. I decided to do the Signing Savvy word of the day again, and that is author. And in sign language, you act as if you're writing a book, and then hand straight down like the book. So author. In French, it's auteur, auteur. In Spanish, it's autor or autora, depending on male or female. So there you go. I am gonna try to do some flip throughs of my cross-stitch books that I got from the library. I might do a couple now and then save some more for next time. So that's it, y'all. Let me do a flip through, and then I will see you next round. Bye. Okay, so I snagged a few books from the library, and I want to do just a flip through of some of them, just in case you've never seen inside of them, because I'm always curious, like, what's inside of them. So this is Donna Kooler's 555 cross-stitch sampler motifs. So a lot of it is like the simple motifs that you can kind of like mix and match, but there are some pretty good samplers in here. What's this one called? This one is Love Takes Flight. So you can see that one there is very pretty. I love the colors and the butterflies. And so then the next few pages, it's the sampler itself, but then there's like a bunch of different like motifs and stuff that you can like switch around. If you didn't like what was on the sampler, you can make your own, which is really cool. And that's kind of how all the sections go. So then the next one is called Nature's Wisdom, and that one's really pretty. It says, the beauty of each blossom speaks silently of love. And then the next sampler is Family First, and these are just 4 of the options that they've got on there. There's actually a bunch of them. So there's the baby one, come on, the marriage one, there's the homes where the heart is, there's a family, so those are all the ones you saw, but there's one that's a brother shares childhood memories and grown-up dreams, and I can't show you these because they're the charts. My sister, my friend, dads are special, mom is another word for love, our first home, you're outstanding in your field. Yeah, so you can kind of mix and match those. The next one is a gal's best friend, and it's a bunch of like shoes and purses and hats. So there's that, and of course mix and match in the pages going forward. And then, oh, this beautiful, beautiful South of the Border Fiesta sampler. I love the vibrancy on that one, all the colors. Gorgeous. I think I'm getting on there. I can't see from behind the book. And again, lots of options for changing around. There's Simple Blessings, this red sampler, which is really pretty. And again, different like sayings that you can throw into it if you don't like the 3 that are on it. And then there's All Creatures Great and Small, a bunch of doggies. Okay, and then there's one more, Home for the Holidays, and this one I plan to stitch. It's really pretty, and I love that Santa and Mrs. Claus are both on there. I think that's the last. Is that the last one in this book? No, there's one more. I think. Is there one more? Yes, Alphabet Garden. And I like this one, but I might stitch it in different sections. So like I might do this, or like just these, or like Sandy. And I can't really replace Sandy with Natasha. So, so there's that book. Then I picked up Jump Into Cross-Stitch from Caterpillar Cross-Stitch. This is a pretty basic one. There's only a few charts in it. You've got this tent here, this music note. It's very basic and simple, but still really cute. These cats. We've got the planets. Stitch that one while reading my Hail Mary book, man. There is no Planet B. I think that's the last one. Nope. Summer Songbirds. Really cute. So there's that one. Oh, this one I might stitch like every single thing in this. So it's Cottage Cross-Stitch. What's it say? 20 designs celebrating the simple joys of home. So let me see if I can show a few of them in here. I've got Cottage Garden Quilt. Cute. I've got Apple Crisp Cake. Full recipe there. And that one's like straight up just like mostly backstitch. My Cottage Kitchen is a cute little one. Wool and Whimsy Cottage. Trying not to sneeze. Little House on Wheels. Cottage Cakery. A Cottage Stitching Journal. House by the Sea. I know a few people that would like that one. Cottage Joy Mandala. Cute little one there. That one will probably be a quick stitch. Little house. And I'm not showing these for very long just because it's just to show you what's in the book, and then if you're interested you can go get the book. So welcome home. So many of the books that are out there, this is Home Comforts, like you see the cover, so like on thrift books, like you can see the cover but like you can't see what's in them. It's like, I want to know what's in it because I don't want to buy it. House by the Side of the Road. If I'm not going to stitch anything that's in it, so like, give me a look through, people. Let me see it. The Sun at Home. I figure if you want to see these in depth a little bit, you can pause it. This one is Time to Bloom. La Vie en Rose. Welcome to Our Patch. Is this the last one? No, a couple more. Our Winter Home. Snow Globe Cottage. I think one more. Yeah, Cottage Seasons. So yeah, here's the front of that one again. So if you guys liked it, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. I'm not going to show them right now. I'll put them on the next video. So just gives you kind of a look-see of what the options are for those books. So thank you guys all so much for joining me. If you made it this far, leave me a coffee emoji because I'm tired and I need some coffee. If you're still wanting to be a part of the giveaway for my 1000, put the code word below. I'm pretty sure I said zippers. And I will reach out to you. The winners I will announce the next time around, and then you can email me and we'll get going on your custom bag. So thank you guys so much. It has just been, it's been a whirlwind. I am having so much fun. Like just stitching and like being me and hanging out with you guys and meeting people across the world, and like I get to Zoom with people again tomorrow night. Like we just sit and stitch. Like it's, I love it. I love people. This is everything. So thank you all. Much love. Have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully I get this up before the weekend. Later.